is Marjorie cheating with? Allegedly. The bodyguard.
Steve knew I was having an affair with Marjorie, okay?
Steve, you saying Steve Harvey knew?
Yes, he knew. He wanted me to have an affair with Marjorie.
Big Boom is Lori Harvey's father. Oh my God.
Hello?
Yeah. Hello?
Lori Harvey is making waves in the celebrity world with a revelation that has many people completely astounded. So brace yourselves, darlings. Imagine her stepdad, Steve Harvey, blushing like a tomato out of sheer shame. It reminds me of a glamorous Tinseltown drama series. Everyone, and have a nice day. The details are still unknown, but rumors regarding Lori's paternity and its effects on her relationship with Steve are rife. We're all buckled in for a Harvey family spectacle, as the digital world is overflowing with the most recent news. She attracts attention everywhere she goes as one of the most desirable and gorgeous models in the world. I adore this woman. For me, this gal is the finest. We will now get to work. Now, since we're going to build a loving environment, everyone is invited. Right. Currently, Lori Harvey is no stranger to the spotlight. Since forever, our model's beauty has wowed us. Her enthralling catwalks and legendary brand endorsements. She has also been associated with notable figures in Hollywood, like Michael B. Jordan and Diddy. Oh, the girl understands how to keep the drama going, but this is where the story gets complicated. Steve Harvey has always lavished Lori with attention and treated her like royalty. Additionally, he has been publicly critical of his precious daughter's base. Now meet William Freeman, also known as the person behind Marjorie's Whispered. Regarding Fling, who is now making a statement that could change the game, he is Lori's true father. Well, I'm the father of Lori Harvey. Are you the father of Lori Harvey? Dear God. When it comes to discussing her biological father, our intriguing Lori has been a master of secrecy, stoking rumors. Everyone had previously believed that she was Darnell Wood's daughter, Marjorie's ex-boyfriend, who Steve had adopted as his own. However, with Big Boom entering the picture, it feels as though the world has been flipped on its head, and the Harvey empire's very foundation is shaking. Considering that Steve Harvey and Marjorie Harvey are refuting it. And according to Big Boom, he still has feelings for her. Oh honey, the internet is a hive of activity. There are rumors circulating about Marjorie meeting Steve's trusty bodyguard Big Boom, which suggests treason. When you least expect it, things suddenly become even crazier. Jamil Patterson, a comedian, enters the conflict to liven things up. Big Boom is prepared to end his quiet and address the matter, according to Jamil. Because Big Boom doesn't dispute it. But Big Boom and his followers contacted me on Instagram to express their admiration for what I'm doing. Then Jamil throws an even larger surprise. Big Boom makes the stunning allegation that Steve was fully aware of Marjorie's connection with him and even gave it his blessing in a tantalizing clip he shared. Don't forget that during Marjorie and Steve's first poker night, Big Boom played Cupid for them. Yes, darlings, it was during these poker games that Steve first saw Marjorie. The messier part comes next, though. Big Boom claims that Steve and Marjorie begged him to keep quiet about the inside information. Go back to 2016. Looking back, Steve said, "Marjorie, the only time I've ever seen you happy was when you were with her. I'm going to call her right away before you go and do something stupid like marry another woman." Now, years later, those statements have an ironic undertone when rumors about Marjorie's alleged connection with the person who helped arrange her current marriage circulate. Talk about a love entanglement a la Hollywood. In a popular TikTok video, Steve declares to the audience, but a big darkness hangs above them. Freeman. It appears that Steve's right-hand man has a murky past. He acknowledged to exploiting women as leverage in the dark realm of pimping. According to his web biography, he presents himself as a different person now, a respected speaker, and a sought-after celebrity bodyguard promising both overt and covert security for the privileged. But hold on, there's even more. Big Boom is still agitating the situation. He now refers to Lori as his child. It's incredible, isn't it? The fact that Lori entered Marjorie's life before Steve does suggests that Big Boom, who is still in shock at his revelation about Lori, is truly the mother of the girl Steve loves. Hold on, because Marjorie's background is an unbelievable roller coaster. Marjorie, then 18 years old, had a passionate relationship with Jim, who was 14 years older than her and had a hidden wife.
Yes, Marjorie unwittingly ended up playing a double role in Jim's double existence. Then, in a risky move, Marjorie stopped using birth control in an effort to win Jim's allegiance by exposing his hidden spouse. Can you believe it actually worked? After 3 fast-paced years of dating, the two said I do in a love story that had its highs and lows. The FBI and DEA discovered his connection to the criminal lord Jim Ellie Townsend, who was apprehended while attempting to buy a stunning 40 kg of drugs. And by the narrative twist, Jim found himself wearing prison stripes. Marjorie and Jim welcomed Morgan and Jason into the world among this commotion. Marjorie quickly moved on, though, and it was to Jim's cousin Darnell Woods once Jim was behind up. This man wasn't just any cousin. He was related to Marjorie's ex and had a history of dealing illegal drugs. What a confusing web, yes? Darnell dealt with his own issues as Marjorie left him in the dust, in a typical dramatic way. The raging rumor mill. Rumors that Lori might be Darnell's child started to circulate. Marjorie and Lori, however, say nothing about the rumors. This is the point at which the narrative returns to the shocking beginning. Marjorie first met Big Boom about this time. With the current allegations, people are putting the pieces together and speculating as to whether Lori is actually Big Boom. The tea gets spicier, and the conversation never ends. You two have this, but for me, I think because I was young. I was still attempting to define who I was and what I liked and didn't like. Jamil is bravely disclosing every detail as this is going on, even speaking with Big Boom personally. But prepare for a surprise, because the story has a twist. He's asking for protection, giving the impression that Steve might be working behind the scenes to have him silenced. Imagine also that the talk might have been recorded. And amidst the deluge of scandals, attention is drawn to the solid relationship between Lori and Steve Harvey, which appears to be breaking down. Due to the surprising claims being made, their hitherto ironclad bond now seems to be severely strained. Let's take a trip through history, shall we? Steve and Lori didn't just instantly click. He legally and emotionally joined their family when he adopted her. With his unwavering love for Lori, Steve never made a distinction between biological and adopted. Family is family to him. Their intimate bond is captured in a number of moments. The touching Father's Day social media posts, the way Steve frequently bragged about Lori's accomplishments on his show and in interviews, and the way he promoted her brand. Steve obviously viewed Lori as his own and wanted the entire world to know it. I believe that I should always put my needs first because I have so many businesses. The evidence of Steve's contribution to Lori's rise to fame in show business is obvious. Remember when Steve Harvey featured some of Lori's trendy items on his morning program, or when he asked her to talk about her most recent endeavors on his primetime TV spot? Without a doubt, Steve was Lori's biggest supporter and helped her succeed in the extremely cutthroat entertainment business. Because I am aware of her struggles, I am quite protective of her. However, after the huge bombshell boom, the dynamics have drastically changed. Their formerly warm public encounters seem strained and distant. It's impossible to forget the recent award show where, despite sitting next to one another, there was a chilly vibe between them. The two hardly spoke, but their uneasiness was obvious from the way they carried themselves. Insiders have also suggested that there have been tense arguments and conflicts behind closed doors, which is a sharp contrast to the earlier times of respect and support for one another. But let's go back and focus on the one who is causing all this commotion. A Big Bang! His unexpected return in Lori's life feels like a surprise story turn. Why come out of hiding right now? The moment, the location, and the way. Everything seems a little too planned out for someone who is just attempting to contact a long-lost daughter. Let's start by thinking about the potential of Big Boom getting even. Maybe he has a grudge to settle somewhere deep inside. The PR perspective is another factor. Don't forget that in the world of show business, fame is frequently gained through controversy. Maybe Big Boom saw a chance to improve his own reputation with Lori's rising fame. An unnamed insider recently spilled the beans, claiming ever since the rumors started, Big Boom's social media following has surged. Even some endorsement contracts exist for him.